Hi there, welcome. Got another video to do for you. Dollar Tree has been very lucrative in terms of horror movies lately. So a lot of these are Dollar Tree, many of them are not. Not all of them are horror, but vast majority are. So I was just going to go ahead and share everything with you, as I oftentimes do.
Is Dollar Tree Horror Tree now?
Horror Tree? No, they still have all their other stuff there.
You know what? That sounds like a movie plot. The Haunted Treehouse.
Okay. There is actually one called The Treehouse. I haven't seen it yet.
Really?
Yeah, there is. They've thought of just about everything, I think. Well, let's just go ahead and start off. I just put them all in a bag here so I keep track of what pile was what, and I just kind of anyway. Jersey Boys. This is a Clint Eastwood directed movie about Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Very fun music biography type movie. Of course, the classic Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. This is the one from the 60s, I think it is, starring Tony Randall.
Huckleberry Finn.
And so, yeah, classics.
I bet you Huckleberry Finn ate a lot of berries.
Here's one about a lady who traveled with Lewis and Clark.
Got that for me.
Yeah, we were all going to watch it together at some point. I haven't watched it at Sacagawea. This was a Dollar Tree find, so there's a lot of these Questar movies there, which I don't see Questar hardly anywhere, but here lately at Dollar Tree I've seen a lot of them. So there's that one. Another Dollar Tree movie called Monolith, the safest car ever conceived is now the ultimate death trap. So I guess like a possessed car type movie or something.
What?
Yeah, seriously. So there's that one.
Next, they're gonna make a horror movie about a haunted printer.
Gosh, if they have, I wouldn't be surprised if they have, but I don't know of it.
It would like randomly print creepy pictures at night, like print creepy messages.
Well, I like Denzel Washington. You can get Denzel Washington at Dollar Tree. Get Denzel Washington because I haven't seen this one, so I assume it's probably going to be good.
Get Denzel Washington. I own him. Okay.
What?
What?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Survival is all that is left. Anger of the Dead looks like some sort of a post-apocalyptic, maybe just a zombie movie.
Hopefully we don't knock off the whole thing again.
I remember in the last video, I think I mentioned I hadn't got all the Dead series. I think I'm close. I'm just missing Diary of the Dead, but I think that might just be a documentary, not an actual movie. So, got this one at Dollar General for about $5.
Land of the Dead.
Land of the Dead. It's got that metallic cover. You're seeing my little display screen so I can see what I'm showing you reflecting back, so that's why I oftentimes hold these at an angle to kind of get rid of that glare. See that glare right there? And see there it's on. So, anyway, there's that one. George Romero stuff, which I usually like. You know, I actually kind of like this movie. Haven't seen it in a long time. So, a Blu-ray for $5 at Dollar General. The Cell. Jennifer Lopez. So, that's worth watching again. I'd like to see it again.
I imagine it's like a prison thing.
Kind of, yeah. If I remember correctly. I don't remember much of it, but maybe someday you'll get to watch it with me if you're interested. Righteous Villains. This was $1. I don't know. Looked kind of interesting. I'll show you the back of that one. Because I don't really know much to say about it, so maybe you can get a better idea just by looking.
Disney, if it was a horror movie.
This is kind of like a realistic horror movie. This is based on the true story of the West Memphis 3.
Devil's Knot.
The 3 boys that were killed, and they haven't really figured out for sure who killed them from last heard, but the people that were locked up for the crime turned out to be innocent. So this is Colin Firth, Reese Witherspoon. So a heart-wrenching movie to watch, but an important story of caution that's very pertinent to life and times we live in, so I would have to recommend it. This one I don't know anything about. It's a Dollar Tree movie I found called Everfall. So now I hardly ever hear from you all if y'all have ever seen any of these. I don't get a lot of feedback, so either y'all haven't seen these or you just don't want to comment. But anyway, there it is.
Yeah, no one likes a horror movie fan, even though horror movie fans watch your videos, so... Logic.
Saint Agatha, atone for your sins. Looks creepy.
But I thought Jesus alright. forgives us for our sins. What's going on?
Well, I don't know. Wasn't really prepared for that question. It's a horror movie. It has nothing to do with real life. So,
yeah.
Angel. Oh, this one looks creepy. She knows you're scared.
Ooh.
That's another Dollar Tree find. Like I said, most of these are. I lucked out and been there right after they put stuff out, or shortly thereafter. Wolves.
Wait, is that? I think that's a gorilla.
No, it looks like a werewolf. I think it says wolves. I think it's.
It looks like a gorilla to me. Hold on.
Let
me hold that up closer to the camera.
Okay. Watch the cord.
Does that not look like a gorilla? Does that not look like a gorilla? It looks like a gorilla.
Well, let's see. They have the chimp movie called Link, and then they have the baboon movie called Shakma. So I don't know if they've done one with well, King Kong is a gorilla, basically. So yeah, they've done gorilla horror movies. Alien Domicile.
I mean, I had expected they would.
Looks like a low-budget Alien knockoff. Even the creature even looks a lot like the creature from Alien, but it has nothing to do with that series by Ridley Scott. But looked like it'd be a fun knockoff cheapie. So again, Dollar Tree. Wolves was Dollar Tree. Wyatt wants to grab the next one. I'll let him go ahead and dig in there and pull something out. What you got?
Ooh, that cover art is really pretty. 3 lives.
Yeah, and someone else pointed this out that I saw that got this movie at Dollar Tree. Said it really doesn't make much sense. You only get one. And then at the bottom it says 3 lives. Maybe not the best tagline for this movie. But anyway, I'm looking forward to checking it out. Yeah, see, it makes no sense. That's my point. Okay, here's one. Getting sober as a killer. This looks like something, maybe a drug-crazed person. Maybe somebody getting off drugs and goes on a killing spree or something because she got a knife in her hand. It's called Recovery. I'd never seen this. I think this is the only copy of this one they had. I'd never even heard of this movie. So, again, I always hope these are good. But no, if not, they're $1. And, I can always trade them in for store credit somewhere. Ava's Possessions. The Exorcism is just the beginning. I had passed this one up once before, and then I saw it a second time. I thought, oh, well, I'll go ahead and give it a shot. So, anyway, there it is. Sometimes I show the back on these, sometimes I don't. I don't know why. I'm kind of random with these. I just don't want the videos to be too long. Definitely not horror. Well, it could be horror based on the title, but I don't think it is. 8 heads in a duffel bag. Joe Pesci for $1. No, believe it or not, I've never seen this movie.
Oh, it says extremely funny on the back. That kind of.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably means it's like some sort of.
It's a comedy. Yeah.
Thing.
And I've heard this is good. Nicolas Cage, Vampire's Kiss, one of his older ones. Apparently, Dollar Tree got some MGM titles in here recently for whatever reason. I don't know if I've seen a lot of MGM ones there before. But anyway, I've heard this is entertaining, so why not?
It looks like a human skeleton mixed with a goat. Krampus.
Yep. And this is I think a lower budget knockoff of the more popular major studio release. I think it was Universal. Released Krampus some years back. Anyway, looks like it'd be kind of fun.
Oh, Krampus.
I think it's pronounced Krampus, but you can call it Krampus. I don't care.
IDK.
It doesn't matter. They took his sister. They will regret it. I like revenge pictures. This is called The Runners. This was put out, most of these are put out by Uncorked. Many of these were anyway. And this one is one of them that's from the Uncorked label. So anyway, there's The Runners. There's the back. Boy, there's a lot of glare. I don't know what to do about that, folks. I haven't figured out the lighting situation yet, but I do the best I can. This is actually a double pack, and this was $1. This was Dollar Tree again. Sharon Stone, Calendar Girl Murders. I've seen most Sharon Stone movies, but I have not seen this one, so I thought, yeah, why not?
I love the double packs.
And I don't know. Alec Baldwin I'm kind of hit and miss with, but this one, may be good. It's called Sweet Revenge. Well, I like revenge pictures, so if that has anything to do with the actual storyline, I might enjoy it. So, again, $1. 2 movies for $1. Why not?
I mean, yeah, that's good.
American Crude. I love Rob Schneider and Ron Livingston, from Office Space and The Conjuring. Michael Clark Duncan, of course, I think he's fantastic. Rest in peace on him. He was a great actor. And Jennifer Esposito, American Crude. So, crude humor, I'm assuming, or maybe it has something to do with the oil business. I don't, as a rule, usually read the synopsis on the back of the box most of the time, because I like to let the story unfold. I like for everything to be a fresh new surprise for me. So maybe I'm weird in that regard. Probably many regards, but Covenant. They hide in plain sight.
Wow.
Looks like that could be some creepy fun.
Like a ghost, maybe? Because, like...
Evil will show no mercy.
Like, you can't see them, but who knows? There could be one right next to me.
So anyway, there's that
For
one.
all I know.
Here's one called Coven. Looks interesting. Practicing their craft, killing their prey. Looks like a witch movie. It says on the back, beauty is pain. So anyway, there's that one. Looks like another creepy doll movie, Curse of the Witch's Doll. What do you think of that one?
Creepy.
Dolls creep him out. That's why I showed it to him. Yeah. This looks creepy. Sometimes these doll movies, there's a lot of them, and some of them have been pretty good. Some of them have been kind of eh.
You don't like Chucky.
Who doesn't?
You love that song. Like.
Oh, yeah. The Buddy song from the Child's Play remake. I'm probably in the minority that absolutely loves that movie. That's actually probably my favorite Chucky movie. The second one behind that would be the original Child's Play. So, I mean, they're both great movies, but I really like that new remake. And I'm not usually big on remakes, so that kind of surprised me. But I usually will watch them just to see what they came up with, if they came up with anything new. This one's called Dead Voices, as I'm sitting here holding it up and not talking about it.
Yes.
It says, some secrets are better left buried. Boy, isn't that the truth. You can take that in many ways. Anyway, so there's that one.
Excuse me.
No problem. Looks like another werewolf movie, Blood Moon. This one I haven't seen, but I think I've watched other...
Is this Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild?
No, this has nothing to do with Nintendo.
The Blood Moon happens in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so I'm a little bit confused here. And there's wolves in the game.
Well, Blood Moon isn't unique to your video game. The Blood Moon is an old legend that people have talked about. When there's a red moon out, it might mean something sinister is going to happen or something.
Is this a copy of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild?
Everything in this world does not revolve around roller coasters and Nintendo, believe it or not. Termination. Now this one looks cool. Just the cover art alone sucked me in.
Can I see it?
It may not be any good at all, but it's from High Octane. A lot of these from High Octane too. High Octane and Uncorked, I think, make up the majority of these.
Jeez, that is good artwork.
Yeah, it looks like kind of like a female Terminator knockoff type movie. So yeah, it looks interesting.
A lot of knockoffs here.
And I saw somebody else pick this up. They thought the cover art was awesome too, so I'm not the only one that thinks so. Oh, still got quite a few more here, guys. I'll try to hurry up here.
That's a surprise.
I picked up a used copy of Yellowbeard on Blu-ray, kind of hard to find. I like this movie a lot. I just wish that they would put out a Blu-ray edition that had a lot of extras with it, but no release of this movie has ever had a lot of extras. It's a great comedy. It's got Eric Idle and Graham Chapman from Monty Python. It's got, I think this is the last movie for Corey Feldman. Not Corey Feldman. What's his name? Marty Feldman, I'm sorry. Peter Boyle is in it, Cheech and Chong. I mean, this movie is just a scream. Madeline Kahn. It's just a fantastic movie. Highly underrated, highly underseen. If you like to laugh and you haven't seen Yellowbeard and you like the pirate theme along with your comedy, this is a lot of fun. This is such a great movie. Okay, what you got?
Next up is Flight Plan. That kind of sounds like a roller coaster name, you know? Flight Plan?
Again, not everything in life revolves around roller coasters and Nintendo.
I don't care, they should.
They should. Anyway, this is a great movie. I've seen this several times, and I just decided to pick it up because it's one I would probably watch multiple times. It's basically, a woman gets on a plane with her, was it her son or her daughter? I think it's her daughter. And everybody on the plane claims that they don't remember ever seeing her get on the plane with the daughter, and they almost got her psychologically convinced that she imagined that she brought her daughter on the plane. They're trying to question her sanity and stuff, and it's very scary. And so she spends the whole movie looking for her daughter, putting the whole plane into panic, you know.
You've seen the movie? Wow.
That movie is great, yeah.
I kind of want to watch it now.
Oh, well, you could watch that one with me if you want to watch it after we're done with this video.
Maybe.
We can watch it. While she was out. This is a movie I have on DVD, but I bought it used, and I didn't realize there was a crack in the hole. I don't like it on my discs when I get them. There's a crack there because that will spread over time. Eventually the disc will be rendered useless the more you take it out and put it back in the case and whatnot. So I got a Blu-ray for pretty cheap. This one was not $9.99 as it says. I actually got it for $5.99, I think. So anyway, this is it's basically a rape revenge movie, which I'm not going to talk about that with my son, but most of you all out there know what that means. It's kind of like I Spit on Your Grave kind of thing. A little higher grade though, because it's got, Kim Basinger, who's a great actress, so.
And we just got demonetized.
Demonetized?
Basically means
I'm not making any money on these anyway. I don't have enough subscribers.
Yeah.
But hopefully y'all will change that. Hint. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. This is the original release. It got a lot of awards. It came out in 1938, and it was in color, which is rare for 1938. Because Wizard of Oz was the first, and I think that was 1920 something? I can't remember when Wizard of Oz came out, but this is definitely one of the oldest color movies. And I have never seen this. So we just got back from a trip to Hannibal here.
I was literally just going to talk
a month or two ago, and
we went to a Mark Twain museum, and I made up a cool roller coaster there.
So it kind of rekindled what I already knew. I already knew that I really liked Mark Twain and found his life very interesting, and how he grew up and everything. Man led a very interesting life, and I just kind of got reinterested in watching movies based off his stories and stuff again. So here's a movie I absolutely love, and this one is an edge of your seat thriller. Kidnapped. Halle Berry. Very similar in many ways to The Call, her previous movie. If she kept making movies like this, it wouldn't bother me, because she's a great actress and she does such a good job in this movie and the one prior to it, The Call. But that movie, if you're a parent, that movie's gonna, it's very satisfying in the end, but boy, it's hard to get to the end. It's a nail biter. The Stendhal Syndrome. I finally broke down and got this. It's a Dario Argento movie. What many would consider this to be his last really good one that he made. But I actually really like this one, and this is the limited edition. I think it has the soundtrack with it, that's what usually makes most of these limited edition. They include a soundtrack disc, and that's the limited edition. And then they re-release the edition without the soundtrack, and sometimes it's a little cheaper, sometimes it's not. Here's one. This one's also, I think I got the limited edition on this too. Yes, there's 2 discs, and the second disc is a soundtrack. This is a newer movie put out by Arrow called The Stylist, which I've heard nothing but good things about. I've watched the preview. Just a second. I've watched the preview for it, and found this to looks like it's going to be really interesting. What were you wanting to ask me, hon?
You said the world doesn't revolve around roller coasters, and I was going to say another thing about roller coasters.
It's a coincidence. That's just the label that distributes this.
Oh wait, you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, there was a roller coaster manufacturer named Aerodynamics. They started off the industry.
Yeah. You think there's too many horror movie channels. Lo and behold, you ever go on YouTube and look for all the roller coaster genre type channels on YouTube? I think there's even more of those. I'm not ready to do my own roller coaster channel. I don't get to travel the world enough and ride all the rides to make it very interesting. I just go to the 3 or 4 parks I hit every year.
If you want intensity, you have it at Cedar Point.
Cedar Point is the best amusement park.
Just go steal Vengeance.
So
please.
anyway, Joyful Noise. This is a great movie about church choir trying to win a competition. Dolly Parton, I absolutely love, of course. Queen Latifah actually does a great job in this as well.
Oh wait, Dolly Parton.
The whole cast actually delivers on this. Yeah, Dolly Parton's. And I watched this the other night. A week or 2 ago when I got it. Okay, you can have the next one. Go ahead. Show them what they got. Or show them what we got.
Is this a double pack?
No, I don't think so.
Huh.
What does it say? It says Blu-ray, DVD, combo pack. Yeah, it's got 2 discs in it.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it. Tribal, get out alive.
Yeah, sounds like kind of a good, tense action movie. And it's a Blu-ray. This was $1 at Dollar Tree, of course. Joyful Noise. This I didn't tell you. I got it Dollar General for $5.
I'm back.
This is one that I paid a little more for because I hadn't seen it for a while, and then lo and behold, right after I bought it and paid about $9-10 for it, it popped up in Dollar Tree again, which I didn't know if it was going to come back in, but there it was. So this is from Uncorked. I saw this when it was free on Amazon Prime to stream it, and I have to say I really was surprised by this. I really enjoyed this movie. It's kind of like The Running Man, except instead of being hunted by humans, you're being hunted by dinosaurs. So I thought it was interesting, and even though it's low budget, I think they do a really good job with what they have to work with. And actually, I think you might even kind of enjoy that one.
Jurassic Park it is.
No, the Jurassic Games. Did I say Jurassic Park?
Well, there's Jurassic Park
Well, yeah,
games.
but this isn't related to Jurassic Park.
There's Jurassic Park games.
I'm a big Elvis fan. I never did really get into his movies a lot, but some of them, you know, I understand were kind of goofy and fun. If you like Elvis, they're enjoyable. And Kid Galahad, I had never seen, but yeah, for $1, I'll pick it up and watch it. I've got Viva Las Vegas, and I do like that one, and I've seen Loving You, and what's it called, Roundabout? I think that's what it's called. But he's made several. I'll just get the rest of them out of here. I'm down to the last 4, guys. Here's one. Had a sticker on it. It's the sound you heard, because it's still sticky and it sticks to everything else.
Can I?
Yeah, it's a Western. Nobody I've ever heard of is in it. Chris Ralph and Lorena Andrea. Probably, I'm guessing this was not an American production, but just the same. You don't see a lot of Westerns out in the wild anymore, so especially not in theaters. So I thought, why not? And just to back that up, here's one with Robert Davi and Danny Trejo. Those are the 2 names I recognize. Pistolera. Looks like a female badass gunslinger. So it looks like that'll be fun. Notice a lot of the action movies coming out have women in the lead role, and actually that doesn't bother me. I miss the classic action stuff with Steven Seagal and Jean-Claude Van Damme and stuff, and that movie just doesn't seem to really be very prominent anymore, except in the form of watered down PG-13 movies, which I like the grittier, more hardcore action. And you know, every now and then a good one comes out, like Kingsman was good, but I really could use more of those. Don't see that much anymore. Red Rage, they will eat you alive. And I see a couple people wearing cowboy hats and have guns, and so I don't know if this is a Western, if this is a horror movie. I think it might be a horror Western, I'm not sure. But if I ever watch it and decide to do a review video, I'll review this movie that was $1 at Dollar Tree that probably no one's ever heard of or cares about, and then nobody would watch the video because they're Red Rage, who cares? But anyway, it might be good.
Maybe people care about this one.
Well,
Inferno Skyscraper Escape.
Yeah, it looks like a low-budget Die Hard or maybe Skyscraper. Inferno Skyscraper Escape. Just sounded interesting. Since Skyscraper with Dwayne Johnson didn't quite do it for me, I thought it could have been a lot better. I thought, well, let's give this low-budget knockoff a chance and see what they come up with. Maybe they'll come up with something even better. I don't know. But anyway, that's everything. So a lot of Dollar Tree stuff, a few things bought out there on the internet. I hardly ever buy anything that isn't on sale. Usually I have a coupon for 15% off at deep discount. Or
his home is King's Island. Not King's Island. What the? Dollar Tree.
You want to try again?
His home is Dollar Tree, not King's Island.
My home is not Dollar Tree, but I do go there, and I do enjoy going through and seeing what I can find there for $1. Yeah. And I know a lot of other people out there do too, because I watch your videos and see what you all picked up, and I find that interesting. So anyway, Wyatt, thanks for joining me. Had good positive discussion here. Had fun. Maybe eventually, if we ever watch any of these.
I did not have fun.
You did not have fun. You didn't have any fun?
I'm kidding.
Well, maybe sometime if we ever both watch one of these, we can give you a review and you can get 2 points of view on these movies and what we thought of them. If anything here interests you, or if you've seen it, please let me know about it. Want to know what your thoughts were on the movies, what your takeaways were. Anyway, it's always fun to share, and I love communicating with you, so please don't hesitate to reach out to me and put a message down there, subscribe. I like to interact with people. I'm a people person anyway, so the more people, the better as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, thank you for joining us for another video.
Except if you're being engulfed by people.
And I assume my next one probably won't be out for you until probably after Christmas, and see what I get for Christmas, and I'll probably show you that and whatever I picked up in between. I do have the new Phantasm and Phantasm 2 Blu-ray from Wellgo USA coming in October from Amazon. I pre-ordered it because it has the director's cut of Phantasm 2, which has never been before been available. Only thing they've had is like stock footage that was really grainy as extras on the discs that I've had for Phantasm 2, but I assume that either they took stock footage and cleaned it up to cinema quality, or they've actually found an actual print that's fully intact that they could digitally remaster. So I'm looking forward to that a lot, and I love that movie anyway. And I think even Phantasm is a new remastered edition, so it's probably the best it's ever looked. If I had 4K capability and they put out a Phantasm Blu-ray in 4K, I would probably get it, because Phantasm is just hands down one of my favorite movies, and probably my favorite series of movies as far as franchises go. But anyway, that's a long goodbye. So again, thanks for watching, and I hope you'll watch again. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Speaking of long goodbyes, long goodbye.